Okay. All right. Jeez, take away. Life was so much easier before these, huh?
Right. It was, wasn't it?
I couldn't find you.
John Bench. Very nice to meet you. Okay, so we've got a little water-activated cold patch demo we're going to do today.
Okay.
This material is completely organic, so there's no petroleum, no VOCs. You put it down, water, tamp, drive on it right away. And I mean right away. I get out of the way, you just start driving over it. It's going to cure hard, about as hard as that hockey puck, in about 24 hours. Has a 3-year warranty. It binds to concrete as well as asphalt. And we guarantee at least 3 years, but we've actually had material down for about 8 years. Then they replace the roadway. So it's going to outlast anything that you've got. So as far as prep, very easy to do. We just want to get all the loose debris out. If this pothole were full of water, that wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Don't have to bring water. You can put this down in the rainstorm. You can put it down in the snowstorm if you need to. Winter conditions, we add a little RV antifreeze to the water to keep it from freezing while it's curing. That's really the only additional step you need to take. Very simple to use. Comes in a bucket, 3.5 gallons, 55 gallons, about 5 square feet. We want to put at least an inch of cover because of the size of the aggregate. This is 6mm stone and smaller. So about the thickness of that puck. And it's really just make sure that we've got enough material so it can bind to itself as well as everything around it. So unlike your traditional cold patch, which is going to rut and slump over time, that's going to retain that shape until the cows come home. So you don't have to worry about that at all. So we're just going to get all these debris out. Now the material has a 1-year shelf life. Each bucket's got a date stamp on the side here. There's a little laser stamp. Somewhere over here. Just saw it. Oh, okay. 30-day open pot life. And because it's water activated, any type of moisture at all will start the process. So you want to keep the lid. There's a little gasket seal on it, but there's a good chance you're probably going to use it. So put it on your truck. Drive around, use what you need, but make sure you cover it up when you get done. Again, there's no petroleum, no VOCs of any kind. It's a vegetable-based binder that's water activated, so it works through hydration like concrete and not evaporation. Because there's no petroleum, it's not going to stick to your tires. It's not going to slump. It's going to just really wears like iron.
Is there a temperature range?
Well, actually, no. Hot temperature is not a problem. You can go as high as you want, 120 outside of a nice hot day. Winter conditions, you just want to add the RV antifreeze, keep it, or a little salt brine.
Use hot water?
Pardon me? No. The material itself just needs to be warm as far as ambient temperature. So you want it to be about 55, 60 degrees for material itself. So you want to warm that up. What you don't want to do though is put it on anything that's going to give it, it's going to heat it other than through radiant energy. So if you put a torch on it or something like that, what it does is it burns off the binder. So you just have nothing but a box of rods. So we're going to probably use most of this. I'm just going to fill this guy up. So she's going to just peel and slump, start to fill the hole on its own. Now we want at least an inch of cover. Again, that's really more for binding than anything else. You want to make sure you've got enough material in the hole. If for some reason you're short, you need to bring more material in. You want to leave at least that inch cover. If it's going to be a really deep hole, you can fill it with some aggregate if you want to, something you can compress, because the material is not. It is a little more costly than your traditional cold patch. You want to give it some time to actually maybe try to think about using something to raise the substrate a little bit. But you want something nice and solid underneath. Probably a little more, but that's all right.
Now, John, is this about how much bigger of a hole would you patch with that tamp?
You can actually patch just about any size you want.
Okay.
I mean, when you get to about 10 square feet, or I'm sorry, 100 square feet, so 10 by 10, it's just going to be more cost effective to bring in a hot machine.
Okay.
So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
So this is perfect size for this
application.
application.
Yeah, this is actually a great application because this is probably about Used a little bit out of the bucket this morning. So this is about 5 square feet.
Hey, I did a lot of looking to find this hole.
Oh, I noticed. Thanks. I thought you were going to have us do that little bitty one.
Water. Now we add about a half a gallon per water per bucket, but if you're not sure, you just flood the hole. Can't add too much water. And then we're gonna
Yeah, Mike, any of your men with a tamp and a bucket of water, and this thing could go out and patch holes. I mean, and it's what we like about using it around schools, non-toxic.
Right.
If little Susie comes over here for some reason and thinks it's cute, she can taste it, and she's not going to get sick because there's nothing in it that's going to make you sick. It's completely school friendly. And if they want to, you can use a jumping jack if you want to, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can use just about anything you need.
Or a vibratory plate.
Yeah, if you don't have that, you can just drive over with your truck. Now it's going to move around a little bit because again, it is soft
Right.
when it first goes down, but pull out of the way and drive over a couple of times, help compress it. The more compression you can get here when it first goes down, the better, because it just allows the aggregate to really just kind of squeeze in all the voids and get done. So it's permanent impervious. So water's going to sheet off it, and any groundwater underneath is going to keep it at bay. Because it's not just fusing to itself, it's fusing everything around it. Substrate, adjacent concrete, adjacent asphalt as well, so it binds to both. And that's it. Very cool stuff.